Welcome to the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. Our match today is Billy Thorpe from the USA versus Mika van Berkel from the Netherlands. And Van Berkel has won the lag. And this is Billy's smallest opponent ever, I think. But I'm a bit surprised myself how little the guy is. Already playing in tournaments. But we'll see if he's a kid wonder or will be one day. He won the lag, he racked him. He could barely reach the rack area. I don't know his exact height, but it's not very tall. I remember when I was about 12 years old, I was real short and then I grew another foot. He's got a nice bridge. Breaking from the right side, Van Berkel. Drawing the cue ball to the side rail. He's already learned how to do that like everybody else. He made 3 balls on the break and scratched. Wow. Bit unlucky. Billy should have easy out here, really. He'll just make the 1 ball and bounce off and shoot the 3. Probably in the side pocket. He could try to come down table and get underneath the 3 somehow for the other end of the table. Could shoot the 1 down here and then roll underneath the 3 ball. But I think he's going to do what I said. He's just going to, looks like he's going to go back and forth somehow. Try to get on the 3 on the other side like that. Not a bad play. Wow, that was quick, those rails. That went 3 rails and he barely hit it. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Pretty amazing how quick these rails are. He'll just draw back a little bit, a little touch draw. Just a little like that. A little left on it. He could draw this and stay in the middle or stun it and go to the bottom rail with some right. I think he'll stun and come down and bounce off the rail just a little bit. Kind of a middle ball. He had a little bit of right on it, like I said. Now he'll just draw back a little bit, just create a little bit of angle probably. He doesn't have to do anything because he can stay right there and the 9's right there. He'll put a little bit of right on this and just draw back just a little probably. Just to get a little better angle on the 9 ball. Roll this in with left top or draw it just slightly. With left bottom. He drew it with left bottom. So there's the lead. Goes to Billy Thorpe, 1-0. Playing 9 ball, race to 9, alternate break. I think 3 balls have to go past the head string. Billy breaks and scratches, and 3 consecutive fouls by the same player has lost the game. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. I just finished playing tennis. Maybe I'm in a little bit of a fog. I don't know. The kid's got a shot here, ball in hand. Mika van Berkel. He's going to roll it in and come down and bounce off the rail a little bit. He didn't quite hit that hard enough. He needed to hit that harder. Because he's already in a little bit of trouble. He'll have to stun into it or draw all the way back somehow. Or stun in between it and go. He put himself in a little bit of trouble. He could play safe here. Or he could bank it and go around the table and he'll get natural position if he makes it. Put a little left on it. I thought he had him with the 4, but he didn't. Good try with the safety. You can barely see it. You can see it. He'll thin the 3 and let the cue ball go back and use the 6, 7, and the 9 to block him with. Oh, he tried to cut that in. He's feeling pretty confident against the kid. That's all I got to say. I know playing a top player, he would never have shot at that shot. He actually tried to be a hero and cut that in. That shot's doable, though. You can cut that in. But it wasn't likely. A little bit of right and just bank it like that. Oh no, he hit it too hard. Left Billy. You can see the 3-ball, but it's not an easy shot. This is a shot I butcher all the time. He can roll it in with straight ball and hope it doesn't go over and scratch and just go over and miss the pocket. I think he'll get to the other rail on the other side because the tables are so quick. Just straight ball probably. Just make the ball come across. He got a good roll there. He hit that ball poorly. He actually missed it, kind of, I thought. And it went in. But like I've said before on these commentaries, that the pockets on these tables are nice and sweet. He'll roll this in with a right top. They're not overly difficult, these pockets, even though the rails really bounce. Seems like the table's wet, but it's not. He'll draw into the 8 or just miss it. Drew right into the 8, knocked it over perfect. That's perfect now. We just stop right there. Stun it off the bottom rail. Stun off the bottom rail a little bit. Now he'll just draw down the rail a little. Or he'll come out and shoot the 9 in the same pocket. He'll just draw down like that. That shot's hard to control on these rails. You see how far it went out in the middle of the table. He'll just might draw it a little or just roll it with a little bit of right or no spin. Wow, he missed that. He kind of was in between. He didn't put spin, and he like shot that kind of weird. A little bit of left bottom for the kid here. Oh, he's gonna roll it in. Oh, he stunned it. Oh, good shot. 1-1. Van Berkel is breaking from the right side. Right bottom. It's going to be tough for him to get those 2 in the kitchen back there. Or 3. I'll tell you that. And my break's weak too. I can't get them all the way back all the time. Probably. He'll put a lot of left on this and go near that 3-ball with a lot of spin, 1 rail. I don't know if he'll get the other rail or not. He did. Boy, there's a lot of tables you can't do that right there on. I can tell you that. Excuse me. I like these rails. The right bottom and draw back a little like that. He can put a lot of right with draw and just miss the 6 and then check the cue ball back down the table. Or he can put it inside and spin 2 rails and come back out. He hit it like I'll tell you, that was interesting how he hit that. It was a good shot. He didn't quite put too much spin on it. A lot of bottom, and he'll just kill it right there and spin over a little. Like that. And he'll draw he'll put a lot of left bottom and just a lot of spin on this one, a lot of bottom, and just draw it past the side a little so he can get the shot on the 6 like that. Perfect. Hit that well. He actually hit it too good. This is tricky right here. He'll stun out like that. That was a good shot. He could overhit that easily on these tables. It's still a little bit tricky. He'll just roll it. He can go past the side and the ball will bounce right off the rail for him. He really doesn't have to stay before the side. As sharp as these rails bounce, but he did stay before the side. He didn't want to risk it. Put a lot of inside on that right. And he looks like he's drawing back here. Just going to draw back a little. Like that with some spin. Come off. He could roll this in or draw it. I like rolling this. Just roll it in with a little bit of right and go 2 rails. That's what he's doing. He missed that 9 a while ago by a foot. It was unreal. 2-1. Thorpe takes the lead. Breaking from the left side, left bottom. He was weak with his cue ball there, but he got a good roll. I thought he fouled the break. He did. Fouled the break. Van Berkel's got a nice shot on the one then. He should just draw over with a little left bottom. Aim a little thick on the ball. And put a lot of left bottom on it and just draw over. Like that. Good shot. He knows how to play. He just isn't big enough yet. So we all went through the same thing as when we were young. Couldn't reach the table. Could play better than our size would allow us. Right here, this shot's like got him, you know, because you can't. Not quite tall enough. A lot of bottoms and try to draw back. It was pretty good for being off balance, and we all know how hard a shot is when you're stretching and you're off balance. This poor little guy's going to be doing that a lot on shots that are simple to us. He's going to hit this with straight top. He might come on the other side of 7, but he might stay on this side. And he did. That's a good shot. He's a good shooter. I can see that right now. Oh, he might have landed a little funny. I think he could maybe sitting where he might go straight in the side. He's got to be careful. Ooh. He's living good, the little man, I'll tell you that. He needs to put a lot of right on this so it spins it out a little bit. A lot of right bottom. That'll bring the cue ball out a little. And he didn't do that, but he's still all right. He hit that nice, I'll tell you that. Billy Thorpe. I tell you, Billy's lucky this guy isn't 6 feet tall. I'll tell you that, the little guy. I think he might be a lot harder to beat, that's for sure. All right, he's just going to stop this one. That's the most prudent play, is just stop it right there. He might draw back a little, like that. That'll allow him to stay there, or he might move the ball. He could stay there or draw it around the table or follow it into the side rail. I think he's just going to stay right there, like that. Very good. Now, a little bit of left bottom. Or he might roll this where I think I would stun it. He might roll it. He's rolling it. Very good. He did a great job. He used a long bridge on that. Did you see that? That's unique. He's already learned all those weird bridges, how to get the cue level. He's really going to be a good player the way I see his fundamentals are. Right bottom. He can't. It's hard for him to not foul the break. And he fouled it again. It's pretty unlucky that he can't get a little more power on that break. He just set Billy up perfect there. Of course, Billy fouled the last break too, and the kid ran out on him. Wasn't an easy out either. But he's going to put left on this. He might put draw back underneath that 4 ball somehow. Try to get the 2 in the same corner. It whiffled on him. He didn't draw it enough. And he got a good break there. Wow. How lucky was that? It bumped the ball perfect where he can just shoot it in the side and draw over. A lot of people don't see things like that right there in the course of a match. They just see who wins and loses. Left bottom and a touch draw off. He'll just touch draw it. No, he's going to draw back for the side. A little bit of power and back for the side. And that's not a bad play. That was a good shot. Now he'll just draw over with right bottom. For you amateurs out there, you want to aim real thick on this shot and throw it in and draw over. Like that. See? Now he'll just stun this one off the rail or roll it in. He'll just put some right bottom and stun off just a little bit. Like that. Remember I told all you amateurs and weekend players you have to learn how to stun the ball. It's very important. Right top. Just come down the middle of the table. For the 7 in the left corner as we look. Trying for a 3-2 lead. The kids, I'll tell you, you better not give this kid in the air. He can shoot right top and just roll it in. Come back over. I love the way these rails, they're a little too live, but you can be very aggressive on them too. Like that. He'll just stun that 2 rails with right, just below center with right. 3-2, Thorpe leads. Thorpe's breaking. He's went out in the middle of the table. He's going to cut break them from the middle. Because he doesn't want to foul the break. I think that's why he did that. Feels like he's going to foul the break on the other break. On the rail. The 3 bumped the 2 in a worse position, but he had a good shot a little bit ago, but now he still can make it. He'll just roll it in with some right or draw it and try to create something. I think he can just roll it in with right. Yeah, he had to create something. He couldn't. I'll tell you what, he's one fortunate pool player. I could never get a break like he got right there. He had no idea where that ball was going. Now he can cut it in and just come back down the table, I think. No, he couldn't do that either. Oh, he got lucky. Now I see how he wins all these tournaments or wins all this money. That really shouldn't count. I don't care if it's 9 ball, 10 ball, straight pool, 1 pocket. I don't care what it is. Banks, I don't care what game it is. That shouldn't count. That shot right there. That's creepy. Guy win like that. He's just going to roll it in the corner with some right and float over, I think, unless he can shoot it in the side. And now he's going to get lucky. So there you go. That's what's wrong with pool, is there's too much luck. You got to get rid of all this luck. I'm not a very lucky player myself. I'm a skilled player, but I'm not very lucky. The kid Goody would have jumped at this. He could have jumped it, but he probably ain't tall enough to jump that one, I'd say. Another disadvantage of his height right there, but that's the way it is until he gets older and gets taller. I'm sure he'll be a heck of a player one day if he keeps his interest the same way. He's just going to roll this in and come over just a little bit, like that. Keep a little angle so he can follow in between the 8 and the 5 ball. If he bumps to 8, it's all right. It'll still give him a shot somehow. But he'd rather miss it, just barely. Put a little bit of left top on this. Shoot it real slow. Shucks, he's missed again. And what do you know? He snookered him. There you go. This is what you cheer for? I don't think so. I'm not cheering for this. And this is one of the things that's wrong with pool, is it's just not professional to have to shoot from positions like this after a guy misses. It really isn't. Wow, he almost made it, I'll tell you that. The kid's got some guts, I'll tell you that. He shoots good and nothing seems to bother him. I don't know exactly how old he is. He couldn't be too old. Straight top, he's going to cut it in, or he'll put a little bit of right on it, or yeah, he put a little bit of right that checked it back. And it checked it back just enough. And he probably will shoot this one in the corner. Unless he can just stop it right there and then play the 6 in the corner. I think maybe he can stay right there. If he can't, he'll have to shoot it in the corner. No, he could stay right there. Boy, he landed perfect. Look how good a break he got there. 2 breaks in a row. He missed the ball and froze the kid against the ball. And then he went up and down the table and bumped the ball perfect and got perfect. So this guy, is not as good as he thinks he is. He's a good player, but from what I'm watching, he's getting lucky. I'm going to roll this down with right top, real slow. He'll just stun this 2 rails with left, or roll it in, just stunned it. Yep, 2 rails with left. He took a 4-2 lead. The kid's breaking. The kid's got to hit him harder, I can tell you that. Maybe he needs to hit him head on instead of like that. See, that's what oh, what a bad roll he got. Well, he's still got a shot, but it's still this shot's really not that great with the cue ball hanging in the hole. It's just always a hard shot where the cue ball is. The 2 ball would literally have to be sitting at the hole for it to be an easy shot. Or he can't get position, I don't think, unless he shoots it in the corner past the 6. This overhead, I hate overhead angles. Can't tell nothing. I can't tell if the 2 goes past the 6. Because he swears he's got to shoot it. And it would, but naturally he leaves him a shot, see? So that's what happens in pool. One guy misses all day and never leaves you nothing. And you miss one time and you'll leave the guy straight in. Or just every time you miss, you'll leave the person an easy shot like that. An easy route to run out. And it's just not fair. So look at it any way you want. So jack up and just stop this one right there. He can shoot it into the rail and it'll still go. But he hit it clean. He knows it'll go in though if he hits that rail. So it makes the shot a little easier mentally. He'll put some left and just roll it in real slow. Just avoid the 8 to get a good bridge. I don't know if he'll follow forward or stop right there. Or stun off the rail. Follow forward 2 rails. And he missed that ball. He's missed way more than the kid, that's for sure. And he's winning 4-2. Figure that out. He's missed twice as much as the kid, and he's winning 4-2. Shane Van Bowen beat me a match one time. I missed, I think, 5 or 6 times, and he missed like 8 times. He missed 2 more times than me. I beat him on the stats, and he won the match. So there you go. Every time he missed, he snookered me in that match. That was the difference. He's just going to thin it in and bounce back. He better not hit it too hard. Oh my God, he missed the whole ball. He says the ball curved. I believe it did too. Probably did. Or he misstroked on that bridge. I wouldn't give the bridge too much credit. The bridge itself, the thing he shot with, I'd say there's some kind of flaw in that. There's a lot of flaws in pool products. I'll tell you that right now. He'll draw this, I think, and then bounce off, or he'll follow it 2 rails. He followed it 1 rail. Well, that's a good shot. And he shoots the 8 ball in the corner. Just kill it right there. He missed that ball. I told you could shoot them in off the sides of the rails like that. He missed that ball. He didn't make that shot. He missed again. I count that as a miss. 5-2. He's missed like 8 times. He's leading 5-2. Breaking from the left side, left middle like. Made the 1 in the side. He got another good break. Straight in. I wish I could get shots like these guys get. I never get a shot when I break. Of course, I never make one. Looks like he can cut it in the side and then draw into the 7 maybe, lightly. A light little jacked up draw into the side, into the 7. He tied up everything though. But he got a shot. Now left bottom and just stun off like, and come back across the table. Right bottom, draw back. He's got to figure out a way to run into that 6 ball if he can. Or get right there and play it on the side. I don't know if he'll use the rails or stay in the middle of the table with a lot of right bottom. They use the rails back and forth. He needs to get an angle. He didn't. He got straight in. He got too straight. He can still spin. He can draw back and play safe. That's what he's going to do. He's going to bank the 6 ball around the table and stick the cue ball right there. Or he's going to try to make it and run out. I'm glad I called that at last. Well, he was being a sport about it there. That he went for that. He could have just stuck him right there, I think. He's going to stick him now, though. Oh, no, he went for it. Oh, he's being a sport about it now. After all those 8 misses, I know Ray Martin would have stuck you behind the 8 ball in that shot. He would have never shot at it. Oh, Ray, he's something. Right on this, he'll put right in the stun over. He missed that ball. That ball wasn't hit clean. It went all clear off the point. Left bottom. He missed that 8 up there. He really didn't hit that ball clean. 6-2. Thorpe leads. Left bottom. The kid, he actually Brooklyned him or something there, I think. He didn't get to... He fouled the break again. Poor guy. Yeah, he only got 1 ball back and 1 in. You let those people start breaking soft, and now this is what you created. Oh, he did foul the break. Oh, okay. I thought he fouled the break. Oh, the 8 got on the line then, I see. Good shot. I'll tell you what, the kid shoots straight, and he don't mess around either too much. He only had half a pocket on that 1 ball, and he rifled it in there. He needs to put a lot of right bottom on this and just touch draw it a little, like that. Very good shot. He's had to create some weird bridges right now because he's so young. But pool's all about bridges. You got to have good bridges to play this game well. He'll go back and forth. He slow rolled it in. That was a good shot to come back and run into the 9. Very good. He had to put a little bit of right on that. That made that shot a lot harder, putting the right on it. Believe me, most guys would have never put right on that shot he just shot. I'm impressed that he takes on the shots and doesn't fool around. Think he can manipulate the situation. Because that's not the way to play pool. You won't be a great player and try to avoid situations. He's going to hit this with right top and spin back over. Good shot. That was a very difficult shot. It was hard to get the ball to react the way you wanted it to off that shot. He could have done a number of things that ball when it came off. He's going to roll this with straight ball. He won't put nothing on it hardly and go 2 rails and play to 7. I can't believe the ball hung up. Now, how does Thorpe hit all these balls poorly, and they go in, and then the kid hits 1 ball a little bit funny, and it hangs up. That's the way it happens for me. The kid's about skill. He ain't got no luck. He's like me. He'll put a lot of left on this. It'll go 2 rails. He'll shoot to 7 in the side pocket where the kid was trying to get. He had position, the kid, and he'll stop right there or stun over. A little bit of left. He'll stun this with left bottom, like bounce off the rail. Wow, he missed it. He shot that kind of like he didn't give a full commitment on that. He thought he was going to draw it, and then he thought he was going to stun it, and here's another situation for the kid that he's not tall enough now. He's good enough, he's not tall enough. That doesn't even make sense. I was like that at one time myself. I was a hell of a player, but I couldn't reach shots when I was a kid, 12, 13 years old. He's going to follow this. See, it's just unfortunate that he can't reach the shots right now. And Billy left him in the right place. Right where he couldn't reach it. Now it's fortunate for Billy again. But Can't blame him on that one. 7-2, Thorpe leads. Thorpe breaking. Left side of the middle of the table. Left bottom, drawing the cue ball to the side rail, trying to get the one on the side or something else in. Nothing in. He does not foul the break, I don't think. Huh. I think he did foul the break. Because he's making him shoot again because he snookered. No, he made a ball. I see now. Can he see it? Yeah, he can. Oh, he couldn't see it. I didn't think he could see that ball. I never saw a ball go in. I didn't see that, but he did make one. I see only 8 pool balls on the table. So, all right, here's the kid's big chance to come back. He'll just shoot the one on the side. Just stop right there. He's going to play the 2 with right and go around the 6. That's a good shot. Good speed. You see how good he hit that? Oh, these tables are not easy for speed. The rails are kind of real active. We'll just roll this in with a little bit of right. Bounce off right there. His speed's pretty good. Not bad. He went just a hair too far there. But he can follow this and bounce off, and he'll wound up better. He didn't hit it, though. Now that got him in a little bit of trouble. He's going to have to run into the 9 ball. Or hit it with a lot of left bottom and draw it 2 rails before the 8 and go around. He might be able to miss the 9 as live as these rails are, but I knew he had to hit the 9 there. And he came out all right. So he's a little lucky too already. A little bit of right top, go 2 rails. Oh no. Naturally he leaves Billy nice and easy. See, every time the kid missed, he left Billy an easy shot. Every time Billy missed, he didn't leave the kid an easy shot. Oh, he missed it. Wow. There you go again. Look. No easy shot. I can't believe the shots he's missed, but that's pool. That happens. What do you do here? I always hate shots like this. He could just, as bouncy as these rails are, it's hard to play safe on this one. You'll just have to thin it somehow and come back. Being this close to it, it's easier to thin it. When it's further down the table, it's harder to thin it. He may try to bank it in. No, he's going to use the 9 ball. He was trying to use the 9 ball to snooker him, but he double kissed the 7 ball. This is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. Billy could just bank this in and force forward and get out. And he missed it. And this time he left him, that's the easiest leave he's left him, I think. After a miss. He'll just roll this in. He could hit it kind of hard and go all the way around the table and shoot the 8 in the side. Or you could shoot it slow. That's what I said. Hit it kind of hard like that. The kid was listening to me. But he didn't hit it quite hard enough. Now he's in a really funny spot. He's got to either slow roll it in or jack up and pop it. He jacked up and popped it, and it didn't pop enough. That shot's always hard to judge the speed on it. You'll never get it right. This one he should shoot with a lot of left bottom, but I know there he is shooting. Oh, and he's still, I think he's better at rolling everything right now. than he is with the bottom. Probably because of his size, he's had to roll a lot of shots. He'll just shoot and stop this or stun over. 8-2. Thorpe leads. Van Berkel to break from the right side, right bottom. Oh no, he's crossing over now because he doesn't want to foul the break. I don't think he can get him back cutting him. At least he was smart enough to recognize that. I admire that. He has a lot of good instincts. He'll be a good player one day, or a great player, one or the other. Takes good instincts, Poole. I think Poole takes better instincts than you realize, than anyone realizes. But at the same time, I feel like a criminal. The way I'm looked at. He's going to roll this in the side, try to get on the 2 for the come around. And that was a good play. He had to do something, but that's death there. There's no way on this 3-ball, unless he goes. I don't know why he's looking at that. If he gets over there, I won't believe it. He's got the angle going the wrong way and he's frozen. He'd have to jack the cue straight up and mass it. He can only get on the other side of the ball, looks like to me. Yeah, he had no choice but to play safe. At least he recognizes that he's trapped and he can't try to do something that's not there. That's a big part of being a better pool player is recognizing the situation you're in, for sure. Because there's a lot of situations in this game where you can just do the little wrong thing and you lose the game. You could do a little right thing and win the game. He tried to come over and hit those. I thought he should have just drew back and played the 3 in the corner. He didn't want to take on the harder shot or play the safe on the 3. He's just going to thin it now and try to put him behind the 8 just for fun, huh? He could roll this in and cut it in, and then it'll bump the 7 when it comes across the cue ball wheel, and that'll give him a shot on the 4 ball. He'll put a little bit of left top on it. Just roll it real slow. Bump the 7. Get right on the 4 ball. How good did he hit that? A good shot from Van Berkel, I'll tell you. Right bottom and hit it kind of firm. Stun over for the 5. Yeah, he'll be a good player one day if he just keeps his interest. Left top, just roll it in. Come back down the table like that. He put a little too much left on that. He probably might not have needed any as responsive as these rails are. Another shot he can't reach real good, left top. And it's causing him to miss too. Just the fact that he left himself just a few inches short of where he needed. He'll just follow forward 2 rails. He'll be all right. He grows a little bit. He'll be a lot harder to beat when he can reach the shots. He'll just stop right there or stun over. Stopped it. He'll roll this in with top, come back down the table, shoot the 9 on the side. A little bit of right top. 2 rails, 3 rails. All right, there you go. The winner is Billy Thorpe over Mika Van Berkel. Thanks for watching and stay tuned to the Billiard Network for more great pool action from around the world. I'm Earl Strickland saying goodbye.